Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Success Seekers. So today we're going to be looking at a brief overview of my Roth IRA, what sort of investments I have in that account, and yeah, so without further ado, let's jump right into it. Alright, so here is my Roth IRA. I have it on Robinhood just like I do my options account, and I just love Robinhood's UI, its interface. It's just really handy, really simple, really straightforward, really simple to select your investments. I would also recommend them as well for your Roth IRA because they have a really cool IRA match feature where whenever you contribute money, they will contribute a percent match. So I've contributed $544 so far, and Robinhood has just given me $10 extra for my Roth, which is fantastic. It's usually a 1% match, but since I have gold with them, I get a 3%. Gold is like a monthly optional feature you can subscribe for on Robinhood, and I do it because I think it is worth the money. So my current investments in my Roth IRA are Ford, VOO, Tesla, Vici, BND, which is Vanguard bonds, IAU, which tracks gold, SWBI, and Eli Lilly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 investments right now. And I actually plan, I got in really low on Tesla. I got in at an average price of, I think it was under $200. Let's see if it's load here. Let's see. Your average cost $199.85. So I happen to get into Tesla. I have a quarter of a share here. When I got in under $200, and we're hovering right about 200. But just a month ago, we were up closer to 300 than we were to 200. So I'm kind of hanging on to this position until we get back up, and then I'm going to sell out to just reduce risk and minimize my investments in the Roth. In this Roth account, I want to have as few investments as possible. Right now I have 8. At one point I had 10. I trimmed it down to 8. And after I get rid of Tesla, I'll be down to 7, which I still think is a lot. I'd like to be at about 5, with most of my investments, like 60, 70% or more, going just into VOO, which tracks the S&P 500. That way, if my other individual stocks don't go well, at least my account won't suffer too bad, because I have most of my money going into a reliable S&P 500 tracking fund. So I have 17 shares in Ford, and you might be thinking, wow, that's a lot. You have a lot of shares of Ford. Right, I do. Well, I am trying to get Ford up to 100 shares so I can wheel it. Once you get 100 shares, you can start writing covered calls, which basically is, I bet that the price of this stock won't be this amount of money at by this date, and if I'm right, I get paid. If I'm wrong, well, I still get paid, but I have to lose a little bit of money. We'll go into options in another video, but I'm really excited to get Ford up to 100 shares in my Roth so I can just get a little bit of extra side income passively just for owning those 100 shares and making really safe bets on the stock. My VOO, I'm at half a share for that. Really want to see this growing, and right now it's down because we've had this has been just a really hard quarter for the market, but the last few days have been really difficult because big tech has all reported roller coaster earnings, some up, some down. 10 out of 11 sectors in the S&P 500 are down as of last week. So VOO is down. Tesla is up barely. My Vici is down just a tad. Vici is a REIT, so it's similar to O Realty. I just like Vici more because it's a little bit of an underdog. I feel like they're a little undervalued right now. They have a nice portfolio, but they aren't as hype as O Realty is. So I'm dividing a little bit. If you follow my updates on my dividend portfolio, I do own O Realty. In this retirement account, though, I do just own Vici for my REITs. Kind of want to divide and conquer. If one doesn't go as well, at least the other one has a better chance of succeeding. I have some money in bonds. This is not going too great, but not really bad either. It's like down 50 cents. But I like how bonds pays me a little bit of a dividend monthly, and it's kind of there for some versatility in my portfolio. Some what's the word? Not having all my eggs in one basket. It's just so I can kind of, if the rest of the stocks are going down with the market, bonds don't follow the same path as the market typically. So I have that. So when some things are down, bonds are up. When everything's green, bonds are down. It's kind of an inverse investment there. Now, if we're talking about inverse investments, the real one here is going to be IAU, which is a gold trust, iShares Gold Trust. It tracks the spot price of gold. I'm actually up pretty good in this fund right now, like I said, because the market has not been doing well this quarter, the last 3 months. So I am up 5% return on my gold trust, which I'm excited about. That's why that's there. It's to go up when the rest goes down, similar to bonds. Another thing that's going really well for me in this account right now is SWBI, which is a defensive utility stock, I'd say. It's Smith & Wesson. So Smith & Wesson brands, it's a holding company, engages in design, provision, and manufacture of firearms, including handguns, handcuffs, suppressor. This is a defensive stock. I mean, your police officers are always going to need weapons, handcuffs, stuff like that. People are going to be buying these when things get scary. So this is a defensive holding that I have. I also like the dividend that I get on Smith & Wesson, up 12% in them. So all in all, to keep it transparent with you guys, all in all, my account is down 4%. If you take out this last week, it's up 4%. So that's just the way the market goes, up and down, up and down. But yeah, right now we're down $25 in my Roth IRA. These are my funds right now. My plan is when I get up to 100 shares of Ford to write those covered calls. And if I do get called away, I will take the money from selling the 100 shares and put it into something else. Very likely SWBI will be the next thing that I bring up to 100 shares and wheel. But the main ones I want to keep standing for a while are VU, Vici, Bond, IAU, and Eli Lilly. Those core 5. Really excited about those, and I'll keep you guys posted on updates for this one as well. I'll keep updates for this probably quarterly rather than monthly like my other one. Like my dividend portfolio, I'll probably give you guys about 4 updates on this a year, 1 every 3 months. But yeah, stay tuned. And thanks for following.